Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to everybody that's on the Bad Boy membership. You know we appreciate you. You know that you are the reason why we can, keep going. You know what I'm saying? To spit this game. All right. So we really appreciate you. And to really drive to the point and drive home how important the Bad Boy membership is and how much value there is in it, I want you to listen to my man Keith. You understand? Because he's going to tell you exactly what the Bad Boy membership actually means.
I'm Keith, winner of the Bad Boy membership contest. I recently joined the Bad Boy membership, but I wish I'd done it a long time ago because the content is the real deal. It helps you become more secure, confident, and masculine, which will help you in all aspects of your life, but especially with women. So thank you for the prizes that I won, but the real thanks is for the powerful content. Get on the Bad Boy membership now. You won't regret it.
The Bad Boy membership is for guys at various levels of the game. You can be a guy who has never talked to a woman, or you could be a guy who is just trying to improve his game. Either way, these easy to follow steps in the Bad Boy membership program will help you become the man who will attract beautiful women. I've helped thousands of men achieve success in the dating game, and I want to help you achieve that same success. Remember, in order to attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women, there's really just one thing you need to do. Examine and practice the game on a consistent basis, and what better way to do that than to join the Bad Boy membership program. So in the Bad Boy membership, you get a different 45 through 90 minute audio/video series every month filled with detailed, easy to follow, step-by-step content that will help you attract beautiful women, and unlimited email coaching, a $49.97 value you get for free. You get all of this for only $97 a month, and remember, you can cancel anytime. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Click below and join the Bad Boy membership today.
Well, all right. Shout out to Keith, man. You know what I'm saying? Really appreciate him. We didn't ask him to do that video. He just decided to really, take the time to really give us his thoughts about what the Bad Boy membership means to him and how much it's helped him. You understand? And it can help you too. So get on the Bad Boy membership, all right? And also check out that Game Kings documentary. Yes, sir. All right. So what I want to talk about today real quick is something that I alluded to in the last video, which was having the awareness. During any social interaction, you have to have a certain level of awareness. You have to be able to see what's really happening, you understand, in real time. You understand? Is this chick feeling you, or is she not feeling you? You understand? And another thing that's very important is to have the courage to assess it. You understand? But again, go back to the other video that I talked about. What is 3 different levels of social dynamics in the conversation and all that, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But awareness is highly important, guys. You have to be aware. A lot of times, we want to use these strategies on game, and we just want to implement them, but we're not really aware of the effect that they're having on the current situation with the female. We're not really showing we're not really in touch with what's actually going on. You understand? So Lucario or Steve Dedeen or anybody might say, oh yeah, give the chick your number and tell her to call you and and then guys have, if the girl doesn't call them back or whatever, guys have this question like, oh, why didn't she call me back? And female nature, and she's a flake, and and it's like, the more you do these things, the more that you practice your social dynamics, the more that you practice interactions with females, the more that you approach, the more that you stay in the trenches and stay in the field, is the more that you realize these patterns and you realize exactly what's going on. So you'll know whether or not sometimes you could tell whether or not the chick is going to call you back. You understand? You could tell. You understand? And if she doesn't call you back, sometimes it's genuinely surprising. Not disappointing, but you're surprised, like, oh snap, I thought she was going to call me back. I thought she was feeling me, but hey, whatever, I'm on to the next one. But the point is is that you have a certain level of awareness to assess the effect that you're having on the female. Yeah, you understand? You have to be able to assess the effect that you're actually having on the female. A lot of times guys are missing that level of awareness because we're still stuck in the first two phases of social dynamic intelligence, where we really don't have any awareness of what's going on. You understand? So it's very important that you consider a certain level of awareness. You have to understand what's going on in the situation. You understand? And have the courage to realistically assess it. Because just because you and a girl is having a conversation and it lasted for more than 2 seconds or it lasted for more than 5 seconds, it doesn't mean that she's interested. You understand what I'm saying? And this is where you can start to build, the different dynamics of your mouthpiece. So you can actually try to figure out what works and what doesn't work based on the way you're representing yourself, based on your personality, right? Because you have some guys who they just come off a certain way and everything flows fairly smoothly for them. Then you have other guys who, we may have to use humor in order to really get to the point where we're making an impact on the female. You understand? And then other times, we have to use the environment, or other times we have to use, physical touch, or we have to get close to the girl, or we have to do different things. But the point of the matter is, you have to be in the field and you have to try different things and use your awareness and really assess what's going on. You understand? A lot of guys are, they don't get the results they want and they're very disappointed. And then they come back, oh, well, this is not working and that's not working. And I don't know what's going on. And I don't see why this is not happening and that's not happening. And that's because you're taking the lessons of game at face value. You understand? You're taking the lessons of game at face value and you're not actually diving deeper into what's going on between you and the female. And you're not actually aware of what's going on between you and the female. You think that just because she's carrying on a conversation with you, or maybe you made her smile once or twice, that she's feeling you. Or you think that she's supposed to call you. You understand? She's not supposed to do anything. She has no, a lot of these things where guys get disappointed because a girl doesn't call them back or a girl ghosts them. Truth be told, that has to do with your level of entitlement as a dude. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times we try to, we try to criticize women on their level of entitlement, but we have to check our entitlement as men. You understand? Just because you carry a conversation, just because you had enough courage to say hello to a female and to give her your number, it still doesn't entitle you to her being interested and to her calling you back. You understand? This is why you have to be a little bit more in tune. You have to be a little bit more aware. You have to be a little bit more connected to your own social dynamic intelligence to understand whether or not you are making an impression on this girl. Because a lot of times, there's so many things going on in social dynamics. A lot of times females, sometimes females are actually threatened. They feel scared and they don't want to piss you off because you're a man, you're a guy. Like the absolute truth is that, usually speaking, you're bigger, stronger, and you can cause bodily harm to a female. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times you approach a female and she just kind of plays along with the situation because she knows, hey, this is a man. He could probably do something to me to hurt me. You understand? And I'm not saying that, and that has nothing to do with the content of your character. That just has everything to do with the perspective of the female based on whatever she's thinking or whatever she's been through or whatever. You understand? So she might be like, well, the last time I told a guy I wasn't interested, he did some crazy shit. He started cursing me out in public, or he started, he did some physical shit to me, or he tried to embarrass me. So chicks, if they've been running into a lot of guys with a lack of awareness, they end up doing, they end up going with the flow of the conversation just to keep you in good spirits. You understand? So they can actually make it out of the interaction without having to deal with any problems or any issues or any difficulties that might result from her upsetting you. You understand? So she'll offer to give you her number, or she'll take yours. She'll do whatever. Oh yeah, it was really nice meeting you. Yeah. But it was all fake. You understand? And the reason why you think that she's going to call you later is because you weren't actually aware of the situation. You understand? And this is why I tell guys that sometimes honesty, using elements of honesty in your game can be very important and can be very efficient if you know what you're doing. You understand? Because sometimes, a lot of times, we want to use pickup lines like, hey girl, you must be tired because you've been running through my mind all day, or some dumb shit like that. But sometimes, you could literally go up to a chick and be like, hey, how you doing? Listen, so I'm on this thing where I have to talk to at least 5 of the most beautiful women that I see throughout the course of the day. And you fit that criteria. You understand? So right there, you got your opening line and you have a compliment, right? And you're coming to her with a certain level of honesty, because you're letting her know the truth in what you're doing. Like, hey, I'm doing this thing where I'm challenging myself to talk to the most beautiful girls that I've seen on any day. And I have to talk to at least 5 super beautiful chicks every day. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, what's your name? Let's have a conversation. What's your name? Oh, Cynthia? Cool. My name is such and such. You understand? So how you doing today? All right, cool. Listen, so your style is crazy. I love that little scarf you're wearing. It matches your outfit. That's really, really dope. Check this out. Would it be cool if I gave you my number so we could set something up and go maybe have a drink this weekend? You see what I'm saying? Like, that level of honesty and that level of relatability, that can add to your awareness. It can add to the effectiveness of your approach. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of just doing a cheesy pickup line, or doing a pickup line that she probably heard from a lot of other dudes already, you coming at her with honesty, you coming at her different than any other guy. She can actually relate, because there's always a bit of awkwardness when it comes to meeting a perfect stranger. And you're coming at her with this level of honesty, and that could be very refreshing to her. So that, again, it makes it way more effective. And that's just one example, you understand? But again, having a certain level of awareness, being able to feel the energy of the interaction in real time, I think that can help you. You understand? I feel like it can help you. You understand? Because there's a lot of things going on when it comes to social dynamics. I mean,
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.
I was thinking about the term club hopping, you understand? And in my hypothesis, right, meaning based on what I gather, because I looked it up and there's not much on the history of club hopping or the term itself or whatever. But club hopping just means to go from one club to another club or a bar, bar hopping. So you go from one bar to another bar. And I suspect that it was something that was created by females, Because since females don't approach men, they go to places where they possibly, or the probability of them being approached is, at a higher level, right? And when women are not being approached, it's like they're already dealing with the reality of rejection. You understand what I'm saying? So they like, well, ain't nobody approaching us, and say it's a group of women, or maybe it could be one chick, it doesn't matter. But she's thinking to herself, or they're thinking to themselves, well, it seems like guys are not feeling us in this club, so let's go to another club. Or guys are not feeling us in this bar, let's go to another bar. Or guys are not feeling us over here, let's go over there. You understand? Let's go to another spot, or go to another event. You understand? Or let's just move from this area because guys are not feeling us here. Or maybe in this area, everybody's already in a relationship or paired up, so it doesn't make sense for a bunch of single girls to be hanging out here. So let's find a new spot. You understand? I think the term club hopping was created by females. Females already dealing with rejection. You understand? And if you look at it, if you kind of see it that way, you see the reality of it, you already realize chicks are already dealing with rejection. You understand? But instead of going home, they go to a different spot because they have a certain level of awareness. Even though they're not the ones approaching, they have a certain level of awareness of the environment. They have a certain level of awareness of the dynamics of the social interaction of what's going on. And they see that, look, guys are not stepping up to them. Guys are not saying hello. Guys are not doing any type of approaching, right? So they do what's called club hopping. They go from spot to spot. You understand? And on the flip side, you have guys who they might go to their favorite bar and they'll say what's up to every girl in the club or every girl in that bar that they like, and no girl is feeling them. And they might be like, yo, I hollered at, 5 or 10 different girls tonight, and all of them wasn't feeling me. All of them acted like they had a boyfriend. You understand? And then that guy will take the rejection, internalize it, make it a part of his opinion of himself, get kind of frustrated or whatever, and go home. You understand what I'm saying? But see, what happened is that guy, and I say this because I've been there before, and if you listen to this, you've probably been there before. If you truly understood the social dynamics, you understood that, hey, just because some chicks are not feeling you in this spot, don't mean they might not be feeling you in the next spot. So you have to go to the next spot. You understand what I'm saying? You have to go to the next bar, the next club, the next whatever. You get me? Because you understand the dynamics. You have a certain level of awareness. You understand? And you don't dwell on the fact that there's nobody feeling you in this particular place. You say to yourself, hey, I'm going to go to the next place or the next place after that. Or while walking on the street in between bars or clubs, I'm going to holler at chicks that I find attractive and things like that. You understand what I'm saying? But again, the level of awareness in social dynamics is what can get you to be more effective when it comes to your mouthpiece, when it comes to game, when it comes to interacting with females. You understand? Just taking what, for example, just taking what I say, like if I give you an example of an opening line, or if you get an example of an opening line from Lucario, if you just take what we say and just do it blindly, I mean, honestly, if you take what we say and do it blindly and just do it again and again and play the numbers game and just do that to hundreds of women, chances are that you'll be successful, honestly, right? But for most guys, that's not the case. Most guys are going to talk to 3 to 5 girls and give up. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the truth. But the point I'm trying to make is, if that's the reality, then you need to be more effective and you need to have more awareness in your social dynamic skills. You understand? You need to have more awareness. And and I talked about how important awareness is, because the thing with awareness is that with awareness, you can feel the energy of the interaction, and not only feel the energy and use the energy, you can also direct you can influence the direction of the conversation. So when you start influencing things in a conversation based on your awareness, that's when you have more of an impact, and that's when you increase the probability of that chick, calling you back and being affected by your presence and being affected by that interaction that you had. You understand? A lot of times if you just blindly do things, the girl doesn't get, she hears the words that you're saying and you probably sound clever and she might laugh, she might respond, but she doesn't feel you because she knows that there's a certain level of awareness that you're not actually at yet. You understand? And because she doesn't feel that level of awareness, there's a lot of things inside of her on a natural level, on a feminine level. Forget all the ego and all the bullshit. On a natural feminine level, she knows that because you don't have that awareness, you don't have the ability to be a leader. You understand? She knows that you don't have the characteristics of someone that she's willing to submit to, someone that she's willing to call later in order to have the date set up so she can see you again. You understand? These are little things that matter a lot. You understand? And when she doesn't see that you have that level of awareness where you can not only carry the conversation, lead the conversation, but influence the direction of the conversation, then there's a part of her subconsciously that she'll just forget your number. She'll forget that she ever talked to you. She'll forget everything about you. You understand? And so she won't call you. You understand? And you'll just be sitting there like, oh man, what happened? Why she didn't call me? Why she flaked? Why she did so? Why she ghosted me? But it's because of that level of awareness that you never had. You understand? And she felt that. And honestly, look, again, it's about numbers, it's about probabilities, because sometimes you can have that level of awareness. You could have your game totally on point and tight. You understand? And change and lead the direction of the conversation, influence everything, and be super effective. And sometimes she still won't call you, but that's just life. That's just life. But what I'm saying is, if you have that level of awareness, you increase your chances. You increase your chances of being more effective. All right. So consider that this is a part of the reason why you have to go out there. This is the reason why you have to do your approaches. You understand? You got like how you got to do reps in the gym to gain muscle mass. This is what it's about. You understand? So you can do everything more effectively. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've been doing squats all my life. Pretty much all my life. And I just started doing squats correctly in 2019. You understand what I'm saying? Just started doing squats correctly in 2019. No, I'm sorry, 2020. 2020. I just started doing squats correctly in 2020. So go figure. And that's because I didn't have the awareness of, the form and the position my body was supposed to be in to get the full effectiveness of the exercise. I was just doing what I thought I saw people doing. You understand? You bend your knees, you bend at the waist, and you go down, and that's it. And sometimes I would hurt my back because of that, but I didn't really realize what I was doing. I didn't really have a level of awareness. But now, I was able to go. I studied with this yogi. This dude who does yoga, and he put me on to the actual mechanics, of a squat. And now I'm doing squats, and it's a whole different experience for me. It's an entirely different experience for me. I'm hitting the correct, muscle groups. I'm burning the right calories, and I'm not hurting my back. I don't feel any soreness in my back from doing squat. Like, it's a beautiful thing. You understand what I'm saying? So there are things that we know, there are things that we don't know, and there are things that we don't know that we don't even know, even after we've done the research and after we've acquired the knowledge. You understand? Because there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing the collection of facts. Wisdom is understanding how the facts work in real time and being able to have a certain awareness and understand them on a practical level. You understand? So we can actually increase the effectiveness of the knowledge and facts that we know in our brains and use them to our advantage in real time. That's the difference between wisdom and knowledge. You understand? So you want to, for example, if you're on the Bad Boy membership, you want to take the knowledge from the Bad Boy membership, but you want to take that knowledge and go out there and practice it And when you practice it, you'll turn it into experiences. And from those experiences, you will gain wisdom. You understand? And from that wisdom, that's when you can actually take the information and use it to your advantage effectively in real time. All right. So thank you for hanging out with me, man. I really appreciate you guys. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. Remember, we got the 60-minute Miles sessions, Miles in the Game sessions. You know what I'm saying? We got the Anti-Villain Show on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern. My Fourth Dimension Thinking video is on there. Please, man, join Robinhood. I got the Robinhood link. A lot of new IPOs this week. What happened this week? We got Squarespace is a brand new IPO this week. I put that on my Instagram, so follow me on Instagram at milesinthegame on Instagram. And also this company called Oatly, because they make oat milk, and a lot of famous people invested in them. I think Elon Musk, Jay-Z, and Katy Perry invested in them, among others. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a whole big thing. So, it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Like I said, thanks for hanging out with me to the end of the video. Check everything out. Get the Game Kings documentary. Get on the Bad Boy membership. You know what I'm saying? And really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.
What's going on? It's your boy, Miles Cunningham, and what I want to talk about today is the Bad Boy Membership Contest. All you have to do to be eligible to win the Bad Boy Membership Contest is to be a Bad Boy member. See, what we realize is that when guys join the Bad Boy Membership, they make the transition from simp to player very quickly, and we're just trying to make that transition just a little bit easier. So here's what you get if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. So here's what you receive if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. A bottle of Bad Boy Cologne by Carolina Herrera, New York. A luxury designer timepiece. And a $100 gift card. To increase your chances of winning, share this post in your story, tag 3 friends, and subscribe to Mr. Lucario or the Miles Cunningham YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. And follow Real Mr. Lucario and Miles in the Game on Instagram. The winner will be announced at the first of the month. Good luck.